Hi there, this is Carrie from Stamp with CT. Good morning and welcome to our Facebook Live. I'm going to adjust the camera just a little bit. Maybe I should just leave it alone. We'll just leave it alone. Good morning. It is, let me think, the 17th of January, Wednesday morning. Time for our Facebook Live, so I want to welcome you in. My name is Carrie Todd. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Texas. And let me tell you guys, it's been cold here. Texans do not like to be cold. We're not accustomed to it at all, but it's been very cold here. We are doing well as far as the cold, but it's been an adjustment for us. So you may hear my heaters in the background, and typically I turn them off when we're making a video. I'm sorry that I can't today because it's just too cold. But hopefully you guys have been staying warm. I know throughout the country, the temperatures have just really been something. So I'm going to wait just a minute to see if anybody's able to jump in with us live. Hope so. And I have some kind of a notification coming up on my phone. I'm not sure what it's doing, but anyway, we're going to keep on going. Hope you're having a great day and staying warm. So with me today in the craft room is Oliver, the crafty pup. You know, Dale was to start his new job on Monday, but then with the cold weather and the ice and stuff that we had, they postponed it to Tuesday, and then Tuesday they postponed it to today. So he started his new job today. He was super excited. We really appreciate all of your support. I'm going to miss him on these Wednesday Facebook Lives, but of course he's still very, very active with us in my business and just all of the different events that we host. But Oliver is here with me. Oliver the crafty pup. So as you come in, I hope you'll say hello. I've promised a really cool way to use your designer series paper, so that's what we're going to share with you this morning. And this is the project that the sample that I have for you. And when you open this up, you can see this piece is designer series paper. So a good portion of the card is actually designer series paper. It's just a different way to use those gorgeous papers that we have. I'm gonna look right quick, make sure everything's going okay. If you don't mind, if you'll say hello, so I can just make sure comments are working. And see, we've got a couple friends up there. I see a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Just lets me know that everything's working okay. I know there may be just a little bit of a lag, and I'm sorry for the technical check here at the beginning. Okay, well, we're just going to go ahead, and I'm just going to trust that everything's going well. All right, so we're going to be making a couple of cards today. Now, I may not complete them, but I want you to get the idea of the fold and how cool it is to use designer series paper in this way. And I want to show you a couple of different designer series papers that we're going to use to do it. Now, we're pulling in this sweet stamp set, and it is a free celebration item. You know, celebration's going on right now. Stampin' Up! Gives a free gift with purchase with every $50 order increment. So this is one of the options, and then there's 5 papers in this little brochure that you can earn free with a $50 purchase. And then there's also a couple of things, a stamp set and then a stamp and embossing folder set that you can earn for free at a $100 level. So I absolutely love the papers. You're going to get a little sampling of each of them today. If you do not have a catalog and you do not have a celebration brochure, you just let me know. I will make sure you get one. But that's where our products are coming from today. So I'll try to remember the names. This one is So Adored, and it's just a really cute paper that has gold foiling on one side and then either Flirty Flamingo or Real Red designs on the other side. So really, really pretty. Let me move this out of the way, and we'll go ahead and I'll show you with the Trusty Tools, or Trusty Tool Box, I think is the designer series paper, how to make this fold. So we just have our standard card base. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm going to put it in at 3 inches. in my paper trimmer, and I'm just going to slice this piece off. Now, this is a really nice size piece of cardstock, and this is Lost Lagoon that I'm using. So I'm going to set this aside because when you put your sentiment on, if you wanted to maybe mat it or something, you can use this piece, but you can always use that scrap for something else. So we'll go ahead and burnish our score line here, and then I'll show you the components. So what I like to do on this is kind of get organized. This is that super cute Designer Series paper, and just want to check both sides since both sides are going to be showing how you want to orient that. And then the other thing that you need is a piece of basic white or vanilla, something light colored, to go down in the inside of your project. And then a couple of strips that are 1 inch by 5 1/4. So I just turned over this piece and cut an inch strip. And then this piece as well is just an inch strip. I think I'm going to use it on the inside and this one on the outside. So the first thing we're going to do is put a little bit of liquid glue down the side of this panel. Well, there were a lot of bit of liquid glue there, Carrie. And pop this piece on. So this will be our inside panel. And you can tell this paper is so cute. There is a stamp set that coordinates with it and dies. And we will be using it in March during my celebration. So if you qualify for that free event, oops, getting glue everywhere, guys. If you qualify for that free event, and you can check out my events tab on my Stamp with CT Facebook page to see how to do that as a customer, then you will be able to make some really cute projects. I can't decide. We may make 6 projects. We may make 8. But it's going to be a fun day of crafting just to continue on the fun of celebration. And you don't have to pay anything for that event if you qualify for it. So now I'm just making sure I've got my even borders and lining up the Designer Series paper over that piece of white. I'm going to hold that down, put a little bead of liquid glue here, and bring this over. Oops, let me make sure I'm still straight. Think so, looks pretty good. We'll bring that over and pop that down. And I'll let that dry for just a second. Look how easy that is, y'all. And it's so cute. So I'll go over the measurements with you again as we do our next one. And like I said, I may just put these together and then embellish them. I've got some sentiments cut, but I don't think enough sentiments for all of the projects. Look how quick and easy, and that's an adorable card. Great card. Let me see if I have a sentiment for it. I don't think so. Okay, we're just going to set this one aside, and I'm going to burnish this again. Make sure it stays laying down. So that's another one. This paper coordinates with the Bright Skies, or Brighter Skies stamp set and dies in the mini catalog. And again, this one is cute and fun and can be yours, free with purchase. And I just went ahead again, I'll tell you those measurements. A regular standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, then cut 3 inches off. So that's all I did there. One piece of Designer Series paper that's 5 1/4 by 4. Let's turn our rainbows right side up. One piece of basic white that's 5 1/4 by 4. 2 little scraps of Designer Series paper that are 5 1/4 by 1 inch. So you don't even really need that much paper and everything. It's awesome. So we'll go ahead and put this one together. And I'm going to go ahead and put this guy, I think, with the clouds on the outside this time. And just get your even borders all the way around. This paper's bright and happy and fun, which we need on a cold day, don't we? We want bright and happy and fun. We need that on every day. And then we'll pop this little piece right here. I chose to use a shaded spruce card base. I'm just pulling the colors for these card bases from the Designer Series paper colors. And I know just last week someone learned for the first time that the names of the colors that are in the Designer Series paper are on the back of the package of the Designer Series paper. So I always like sharing that little tip because that helps you decide what you want to pull in as your layers and your card bases. One of the things that really drew me to Stampin' Up! Was the coordination of products. Spending my time creating rather than trying to line everything up and figure everything out as far as what product to use. That's one of the benefits of Stampin' Up! Having Designer Series paper that coordinates with our cardstock, our ribbon, our embellishments, our inks. It's just so awesome. All right, let's get this one lined up here over that piece of basic white that we adhered down. That looks pretty good. I'll hold that in place. Put a bead of glue on this side. And adhere that down. Give that glue a second to dry. And then let me see if I have a sentiment over here for this one. I think I wanted to enjoy your day, but I lost it. But I did find the dad sentiment. We'll go back on that other one and put this one on. So as this one dries, let's circle back. Gosh, I hate to cover up any of those super cute little tools. I may bring this sentiment right down here. Make that look just cute as it can be. Dad, you're the best. That's cute. Okay, I lost my sentiment. Enjoy your day. But I'll find it and add this to this one. But there you go. That's how quick and easy it is to make a super cute card and really feature your Designer Series paper. Believe it or not, I have two more for y'all. And these are already cut and we're just able to adhere everything together. So let me get my ducks in a row here. Decide which pieces I want where. And I think I want that one out there and this one on the inside. We had a great launch party last weekend, and fortunately, it wasn't super cold that day. That was before all this cold hit us. Ooh, I'm going to have to trim this down just a tiny bit because I did not cut my DSP quite long enough. So, let's show you this little trick. I like to put my paper in just to the edge of the cutting guide, so that dark guide, and that cuts off about a 1/16 of an inch when you do that. So now no one will ever know that my paper was not exactly right, and I'm still going to be able to line this up. That white may have been just a tiny bit long, so we'll get to adhering here. I have no idea what this fold is called, but I have received a swap card using this fold and just really wanted to share it with y'all. Thought it was really, really cute. And it's a great way to show a couple of the different patterns of your Designer Series paper. I know it can be hard sometimes. We just don't know which side to put down, and we kind of struggle because it's so beautiful and we don't want to cover up that pretty paper. So this gives you the option of showing it off. And really 3 different patterns when you consider you're doing the 2 strips. that one to lay down better. Line up my DSP. It's got beautiful flowers on it. And this one has a couple different colors that are part of it. I think that looks, oops, I pushed it out of the way just a tiny bit. Let's get that lined up again. Not quite as important on this left side as it is on the right side. I'll hold that down, add some liquid glue. I'm adding a little bit more than I typically would just because that is the mechanism of the fold of this card. And then I think for this one, I just have a hello sentiment. And I think we'll come up towards the top on this one. You know why? I got a little bit of liquid glue. A little bit of an oops right in that area. So we'll just cover up our stamping sin with our sentiment. How lovely. That just turned out really pretty. And then this last one features the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. It is absolutely stunning with all of these birds. My bird's upside down. Let me take a closer look. Yes, well, they're kind of sideways. Okay, we're gonna go with this. The way I cut this paper is not the way we've been doing the cards, but it's going to work beautifully. I'm glad I did that by mistake. Okay, I've got a couple different patterns here of the paper. I think I want this one on the outside. So let's burnish this. And we're going to be orienting this card the other way. So this is great because I'll get to show you that it works just fine that way as well. And I'm going to kind of go in with a little bit different Designer Series paper here with the colors, but it all goes together. It all coordinates so beautifully. And I have that same problem again. I cut my white panel a little bit off. But now you know my secret. I just place it in that cutting guide. I don't even go to a measurement. Just right to the edge of that cutting guide. Cut about a 1/16 of an inch off, and now I'm perfect again. If only life were that easy, y'all. If it was that easy to fix when we mess up, right? But y'all probably don't mess up. I'm about to run out of glue. Plus, it's cold. Liquid glue when it's cold doesn't want to come out. All right, let's get that lined up. That looks pretty. And I'm really finding that putting that inside panel is helping me line this piece up better. So, you know, you do you, but just a little tip in case you struggle with that like I do, making sure that my borders are even. Having that white piece really helps. And then letting that glue dry for a second. Okay, so now we're just going to line that Designer Series paper up again. Let me see, trying to make sure I get that covered. Alrighty, hold that down, put some glue on that almost little hinge piece that we have there. Bring this over. Move that out of the way. And my sentiment for this one is Happy Mother's Day. So I'm going to bring that stamp set back in again if I can figure out where I set it, because what a great stamp set with so many different occasions that you've got covered with those greetings. Get this one little dimensional backing off. It's kind of tucked underneath there. And let's see. I may come down in the corner with this one. How pretty is that? I love this one. Very sweet. Now, you could certainly embellish these cards up if you want to, and I probably will. But the main thing I wanted to show you this morning was how cool it is to use all your different papers to create this really cool fold with your Designer Series paper. And Heartfelt Hello. What a lovely sentiment stamp set, and it's red rubber, but it just has some really nice all occasion greetings. So this is really going to come in handy in my crafting. I love that one. Hope you like this fold. Let me know if you recreate this. Please send me a picture. I always love it when I get pictures or you post a picture of what you have created. That makes me so happy if I'm able to inspire you just a little bit. We do have one piece of Happy Mail, and believe it or not, this is a Christmas card from my sweet friend Kim. And she did mail it back in December, but I just got it. Post office just delivered it yesterday, but look at how pretty that is. I love this joy sentiment that's been die cut or punched out. Embellishments. It is just beautiful and shiny, and I was still so excited to receive a Christmas card. So thank you, Kim. We loved it. We do have a prize that we're giving away, and this is going to go to Elaine Schneider. These are the sponge daubers, a package of sponge daubers. I think there's 5 or 6 in there. So Elaine, what you need to do is reach out to me, send me a message, and let me know that you are claiming your prize. And I believe I'm going to need your address as well, Elaine. I was so excited to see you stop by. Lots of people stopped by and said hello and commented on the video last week. That is how you're entered for a chance to win the prize each week. In 2024, we're starting something a little new. You do have to message me within a week to claim your prize in order to get it. So if you know Elaine, tag her so she'll realize that she's won a prize, or hopefully she'll be watching today or on the replay. Either way is great. We appreciate you. And then I do have a package of just the regular basic rhinestone jewels. That's going to be our prize for this week. So be sure to leave those comments. Send up those hearts and thumbs up. That will enter you for a chance to win these. And we will announce a winner next Wednesday at 10 a.m. when we see you once again. And I'm hoping to continue to focus on some Celebration products. Celebration runs through the 29th of February. One of the key things I like to tell my customers and my team is choose the consumables first if you're on the fence about what you'd like to redeem for. The papers, the ribbon, the embellishment. They're consumables. They're things that we use up in our crafting. When we make a project with Designer Series paper and send it out the door, we have consumed that product. We don't have it anymore. So use those first if you're on the fence, because we do, Stampin' Up! Makes our stamps in Kanab, Utah. So those are usually available further along in Celebration. But if you have your heart set on a paper or ribbon or embellishment, choose it first. And let me know if you have any questions, you need any help placing an order. Stop by my online store at stampwithct.stampinup.net. And it's time for Oliver's treat, y'all. So we'll see you next Wednesday. Thanks.